Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about distribution. How the place utility of any product is increased. Place utility, that means the product should be reached to the place where it is actually needed from the place where it is produced. That means from the production place to the consumption place. We are going to learn about what is the main purpose of distribution, then various channels of distribution, and then factors considered when choosing distribution. There are three channels of distribution, so at what place or at what time or why that particular channel is selected for a distribution. When a businessman produces or a businessman anticipate a market for supply, it keep into consideration these three questions. Question number 1 is, how can a business ensure that its product reach existing and potential customer? How and where do customers prefer to buy a product? How important are factors such as stock availability, price, and speed? So these questions are to be analyzed, the actual situation are to be scanned, the answers are met, and then they decide the distribution channel. Objective of distribution is to make products available in the right place at the right time in the right quantities. Very important is time and quantity. Product they will make available from the place of production to the place of consumption. But what about at the right time? What about at the right quantity? When actually the product is required, it is not available, then the consumer will not be satisfied. Distribution channel is movement of the product from the place of production to the place of consumption or to the ultimate customer. Now you can see from left to right there are three distribution channels. Number 1 is producer, wholesaler, retailer, and customer. So from producer to customer there are two intermediaries. Which are they? Wholesalers and retailers. Wholesalers are the one which buys the products in a huge quantities and then it sell to the retailers at reasonably smaller quantities. Retailer, as we all know, that retailer is the ultimate link where customer buy the product. Second distribution channel is producer, distributors or agents, and the customer. So these distributors or agents, they do not keep the stock of goods with them. They are the just intermediaries. They just make both the parties meet and crack their deal. Producer to customer. The last one is direct channel, where customers purchase their products directly from the producer. Now these four main intermediaries are retailers in the direct channel. Retailer, they become the intermediaries. They have the variety of products of the producers. Distributors are the ones, distributors and agents are the one, they make the both the parties meet, and wholesalers, they keep a good stock of products with them. Now we'll talk about the retailers. Retailer is the final step in the chain. The supply chain, retailers are the final step because the customer directly purchase from them. That is why they are focused on the customer markets and they have all the information regarding the customers and their choice and preferences. Now various kinds of retailers, here we will have a quick read. Multiples, that is chain shop owned by a single company where only one company's products are sold. Then specialist chain, that means they have one type of product. Department store, that means they have various departments for various types of products. Convenience store, that means they have spars or cost cutters, that means they are offering discounts. Independent a shop run by an owner. That means any individual can start a shop and he can keep in his shelf any company's products. And franchisee, they are retail format opened by franchisees. That means they are dealing in one company or one type of product only, and they are focused on their franchisee. Key advantage of retail distribution, that is convenience for customers. It is wide range, reaching out the customers. They are selecting the final price. They can earn the profit prevailing in the market. They handle the financial transaction. For producers, it is the burden of finance is taken over by the retailer. They also hold a good stock of products, and they support the after sales services. After sales services means the services that are needed once the products are sold. Wholesaler are the one which break the bulk. They buy in large quantity from the producer, break into small quantities and sell it to the retailers. Their advantage is they reduce the producer's transport cost. Means producer needs to no need to go and at every shop and give the supply the products. The wholesaler will do that needful. The reduce the producer's transport cost. Retailers can order in smaller amount from the wholesaler. So wholesaler is a chain between producer and retailer. So wholesaler is going to benefit both the parties. Wholesaler makes money by buying at a lower price from the producers, like economies of scale. When they are producing a large quantity, they will be buying at a lower price, and then they sell in smaller quantities and adding up their profit. Now we will see one example of a wholesaler. Sale of daily newspaper publisher, that means they are the ones who are producers. Then the publisher will sell the packets of newspaper to wholesaler. Then wholesaler will make it into bundles, and the bundles will be reaching to the retailers, and retailers will be giving one newspaper, selling one newspaper to the customers. So this way the first supply chain works. Now distributor or distributors are the local sales point. They usually specialize in one industry. In industry means if there is a distributor of say soap, he will be selling all companies soap. So it is a point. Similarly, if some special type of product, so they will be dealing in that type of product but of many competitor companies. They offer products from many producers. That means they are having a great choice. And then they are different from the agents, because this distributor do keep some stock of products with them. They are not like agent do not keep any product with them, and these distributors are selling to the customer. This is a second supply chain. Now agent does not hold stock. They are special type of distributor. What is their type of industry? They are into tertiary industry, that means service sector. For example, travel insurance and publishing. And what they earn? There is no profit. They earn the commission on every transaction. The term they earn certain commission. Distribution channel is a link between production and consumption. The function of distribution, important function is it is the link between production and consumption. It gather market information, as we have discussed earlier that retailers keep all the market information about the taste and preferences of the customers. They communicate promotional offers, any promotional offers or discounts that are provided by the producers, that is communicated to the market through this channel. They find and communicate with prospective buyers. Now they will find, the distribution channel will find the prospective buyers. Prospective buyers means the buyers who can be converted into customers. They help in physical distribution, that means they are providing transportation facility. They also provide financing, and they provide the risk taking, because once the producer has dispatched the goods from their godowns or factories, the risk is now on the head of wholesaler or retailer. Channel strategy decision, that which type of channel is required. So channel length, whether it is direct or indirect, now depending on the product, depending on the shelf life of the product. Choice of intermediary, again depending on the industry, depending on the size, geographical location, the choice of intermediary is use just one or several chains, now depending on the area. For example, if it is a residential place, the channel of distribution will be big. If it is for the industrial purpose, if the goods are industrial purpose, the channel of distribution will be small. How to move the goods through the channel, that means mode of transportation. Control over the channel, that who decides the price, promotion and packaging. If the producer wants entire control regarding the promotional strategy or price or the promotional strategies, then the channel will be small, that means the producer will directly sell to the customers. Direct or indirect channel. A business faces a choice of using direct or indirect channel. Direct channel is where a producer and consumer deal directly with each other without the involvement of intermediary. Now depending that when the producer wants to offer the goods at a lower price, they will cut the intermediaries from between, so that the profit that is earned by them can be offered as a discount to the customers. Indirect channel, that involves the use of intermediaries between producer and customer. That means if the producer is not able to reach out the customer, or cannot be able to find where the market is, or cannot seek the information about the taste and preferences of the customer, that at that time the indirect channel plays a role. Direct channel is very popular. Direct channel has various methods like direct mailing, e-commerce, telemarketing, and they have TV selling, or they have the clothes from catalog, that is online marketing, online shopping that we do, and then insurance online. See, these are the examples where direct the producer are in contact with the customer. So these are the methods where they can directly reach out the customer and sell their product or service. Why the intermediaries are used? If it is very easy for the producer to reach out the customer, the intermediaries are not used. But when there are constraints, like you can see here, geography, customers may live too far away to be reached directly or spread widely. Consolidation of small orders into large orders, so instead of selling in smaller quantities, they can approach a wholesaler who will take a large quantity. Better use of resources elsewhere, means they can utilize their time and energy somewhere else. Instead of distributing from small areas, they are giving the bulk order to the wholesaler, and then the producer can utilize their time and energy elsewhere. Lack of retailing expertise. Now producer are very much expert, or they know in depth the production process, and they are very much into quality. But what about the retailing? If they are not good in dealing with the customers, so it is better to use the intermediaries. Then segmentation. Different segments of markets can be best reached by different distribution channel. So when the producer is not aware about the segments of the market, it is better that they should use the intermediaries. Now short or long channels. Channels of distribution is short when there is direct relation of producer and retailer. It is long when there are more intermediaries. So if the short channel is used, there is good control over market, there is greater proportion of profit earned, and there is increase in distribution cost. So if few intermediaries are used, two positive points can be achieved, that there is control over market and profit can be earned, but the distribution cost will be increased. Similarly, when there is long distribution channel, it will reduce cost of distribution, it will reduce the, and same way it will reduce the producers control over market. So in both the ways there are pros and cons of the short and long distribution channel. Now while deciding the distribution channel, which factors are to be considered? Factor number 1, that whether the product is perishable or fragile, whether the product is technical or complex. In these both the cases, the direct channel is used. When the product is customized, so in that way also the direct channel should be used. If the type of product is convenience shopping or specialty, then also the direct channel is to be used. Desired image for the product, if the producer want to create a good image of the product, so the producer knows or producer is well aware about the product, so producer will prefer the short channel of distribution. The market, if the market is geographically spread, if the market is really big, then there should be intermediaries like wholesalers or agents. And if the geographically the market is spread in a reasonably smaller area, direct channel can be used. The extent and nature of the competition, if there is big competition, then the intermediaries can be used so that they promote the product in a good manner. The business, if the business is big, again wholesale or intermediaries can be added. If it is small, the intermediaries can be removed. Its nature, whether it is a small business unit or whether it is a big industrial unit, and does it have established distribution network. If the network is not established, then there is no point of adding intermediaries. If the network is established, at that time they can improve their intermediaries. Short channels are used for industrial products, expensive and complex goods, bulking products, customized products, services, products sold in geographical concentrated market, products bought in frequently by relative small number of customers. So short channels are used for these purpose, where the buyers are really less in number, buyers want bulk products, buyers want customized products. When there is service, there is no point of wholesaler, the service is always provided directly. Long channels are used for consumer goods, when the goods are at a very large quantities and they are to be utilized on daily basis, for example soaps and shampoos. Inexpensive and simple goods, so daily essentials we can take into consideration. Small products which are not that much expensive. Standardized products, that means each and every unit is exactly the same, homogeneous products are there, so they are standardized. If anyone buys, you buy, I buy, it is same for everyone, so their wholesale or distribution can be added. Goods sold in dispersed markets, that means when the markets are widely spread and goods sold are frequently and to many customers, that means on and off the orders are to be repeated. Thanks for watching. I hope the distribution channel is clear and you people can solve the case studies on base of that.